Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, core faculty for the College of Health Sciences and Public Policy at Walden University. And I wanted to go over Day 3 of National Public Health Week. Day 3 the theme entails reproductive and sexual health. And what this is that understanding how we can enhance sex education and increase the rights of reproduction and women's rights. As you know, recently the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, which severely restricts the women's right to choose abortion. So I'm going to explain this a little bit later. So as usual, you're probably used to this by now. There's 4 areas that public health officials look at for science, for action, for health, and in celebration. I'm going to go over each one of these as I've done before in previous lectures. So community for science and action. For science, when people receive quality reproductive and sexual health care, education, and access, they can fulfill a happier and healthier life. As I was saying earlier, last year in June 2022, the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, the decision that guaranteed the right to abortion in the U.S. And unfortunately, 30 states have taken this and severely restricted abortions, or banned it. For action, and this is advocacy, urge elected officials to protect access to the full spectrum of reproductive health care, including abortion. Support Black, Indigenous, and other people of color reproductive justice organizations. Support Black, Indigenous, and other people of color reproductive justice organizations through actions like donating to Sister Song's Birth Justice Care Fund, which provides BIPOC and queer people with pregnancy and postpartum support. Then there's community for health. Women who receive a wanted abortion are more likely to be socioeconomically stable and less likely to stay in violent relationships compared to women who are denied wanted abortions. Students whose sex education expresses support for the LGBTQ+ community are less likely to report bullying based on sexual orientation or gender expression. And the third is for health is LGBTQ+ inclusive sex education curriculum, and the healthcare system can lead to a delay in the age of first-time sexual intercourse, reduce the overall number of sex partners, increase use of contraception, reduce unintended teen pregnancy, and reduce rates of teen HIV and other sexually transmitted infections within the LGBTQ+ community. So finally, in celebration, what are some things that have improved? LGBTQ+ inclusive sex education has increased in several states. In 2022, the queer community recognized that monkeypox disproportionately, or mpox disproportionately affected men who have sex with men and took actions to protect themselves. They advocated for an increase in vaccine distribution and governmental action, declaring that a repeat of the governmental inaction, stigmatization, and homophobia during the AIDS epidemic must not repeat itself. So these are all of the components of reproductive and sexual health. There's actually research that I and my colleagues have presented at the Sexual Society, which goes through how sexual health is connected to mental health, and how individuals that have depression are more likely to have lower sexual frequency. The other thing that I'll be talking over and posting is the sex trafficking, and I think this should be included in the discussion for National Public Health Week, um, and we should shed some light on that. So in a subsequent video, I'll be going over that. But for now, I hope this has shed some light on what reproductive justice is and what reproductive and sexual health entails. Thank you for listening.